How's it going, everybody? We're back to this. It's 2 days or the day after we sold this thing. It's back here on the car hauler because it stopped running whenever John was driving it home. He's probably an hour away from my house, and started kind of shuddering. The battery light came on and died and wouldn't restart. So you can tell I'm still sick. So I could have started. He was on the side of the interstate. It was probably, I don't know, in the 90s, 90 degrees or so, a little more. Got to come along this thing with the come along, which goes like a 1/4 inch at a time up on the trailer on the side of the interstate. It was awesome, let me tell you. So anyway, I pulled the underpants stuff off, trying to figure out what's going on. Looking at the starter, you probably can't see it. Look at the camera in here or not, but those wires, probably can't see that. The remote wire that goes with the starter apparently wasn't in a holder, or I don't know. I don't know what, if somebody apparently had it apart, the previous owner trying to diagnose it, and it ripped the remote wire going to the starter out because it got caught in the CV axle and ripped it out. So when we replaced the fuse in the glove box, it just blows again. So it's obviously grounded out somewhere. Not really sure about the alternator. I was thinking it was bad, but now I'm not exactly sure about that, because like I said, when it was here, it was charging, everything's working fine. We drove it probably an hour and it never ran the battery dead or low. So the alternator could be iffy. We got to fix the wires down below, and I went ahead and checked out all of, like the main wire going down to make sure it didn't arc out anywhere, and it didn't. So I think it's only that remote turn on wire only. And yeah, so fortunately John's no longer going to buy this. He has to make a 9-hour trip in this thing in a couple weeks. I just don't think, no matter how much I fix this thing, no matter what I do to it, I could guarantee it's going to make a 9-hour trip without issue. So made some other phone calls. I know somebody needed an engine. We don't have a lot in this thing yet, so I could sell it for a pretty good price. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm so sick, I don't feel like working on nothing. I try to work on a little bit today. I just sick. You know how it goes. It is what it is. Been sick for a little over a week now. Pretty tough and pretty hot outside, and sick and hot don't go together. I figured out pretty quick. So anyway, I know this isn't a full-length video. I'm not going to work on anything. We do have the newer Civic that was sitting here sold. I have to drop that off maybe tomorrow. Other than that, behind on all the grass mowing, we have like 4 acres to mow here. I think if I try to do that, by the time I got back, got done with it, I'd be so sick I wouldn't be able to even get out of bed. So, alright guys, so it's the current next day. We have another review for you. We have a Autel Scanner. The company's nice enough to send this to us. Same company that sends us all the scanners. We're gonna open it up here ever so gently on the hood of this X5. And this particular one, I've already used it once trying to just scope it out a little bit. Particular one is the Autel, the Maxi Diag MD808. And this thing is actually a pretty good scan tool. It comes with all the necessary cords, cord for update, and a whole user manual, and it comes in this hard case. So it's not a cheap scanner, and I'm going to tell you why right now. It's because this will actually do ABS, it'll do SRS, and everything on any model, and that's really hard to find in a scanner. Most stuff will do certain models for SRS and airbag reset, and then your live data. And this one also does, kind of dusty. Last time I used it, my hands are dusty. This one also does the evap codes. It'll run the evap test to check for leaks and all that kind of stuff. So we have a check engine light on the Sequoia. We're going to go over to the Sequoia right now and see what it says. Okay, so if this thing will stay balanced on the tripod where it's at, let me turn down the blower a little bit. We got it plugged in under the dash. I have no idea what this code is going to be on this thing. It shouldn't have a code, which kind of worries me. And we're going to go ahead and go to, yeah. We're going to go ahead and go up to scan. And actually that may not be right. Check engine OBD2. The problem with any scanner that has a lot of functions is there's a lot of functions. It takes a little while to get through everything and to figure it out. Of course, now that I'm doing the video on it, for some reason it's going to take a little while. There we are. Alright, so we got 2 codes. I don't know what. So let's go down to read codes. Let's just see what it says. We have stored and pending. Let's go to stored first because the check engine light is on. Manufacturer specific codes, okay. Go down to Toyota, since it's a Toyota. And tell my BMW people, this will, what the hell? This will do your BMW, all your codes in your BMW with live data. No questions asked. So we have System 2 Lean Bank 1, which is probably a stored E85 code from running E85. It does it on cold start. Then we have electronic throttle body control system malfunction. And the Sequoia, about every, I don't know, probably every 6 months, we have to take the throttle body off and clean it. It's real picky about the drive-by-wire on this thing, so that's what that is. And what it'll, if you don't clean it, and you kind of be an ass like I was being, haven't cleaned it in a while, you can tell it's kind of messing up the idle. And eventually it'll do, when you cold start it, it won't actually, the gas pedal won't work. You push the gas and nothing happens. So we'll go ahead and reset it here. Race codes. Yes, we're sure. Race is done. Check engine lights off. And I'm gonna have to dig around here. We have a VSC light on, which I know it's the steering angle sensor. I don't remember how to get into that. Let me put you on pause here, and we're gonna get into that and diagnose that. Okay, so we just had to enter the year, make, and model in and what engine it had. So we just did that, and we're down to the engine codes, the ABS codes, which has 3 faults, and the SRS, which has no faults. So let's go. Let's see here. Show DTC, I guess. I was gonna hit OK, but you hit show. Engine control system communication circuit malfunction. Huh. Steering angle and the C1363 refer to service manual. That's weird. Now let's see if, yeah, we can't erase it. Right there's a erase button, and that's the biggest thing. Not only be able to read it, to be able to erase these codes. Oh, it is erasing. My bad. Okay, so reset everything. My ABS light is flashing, and it should come back on. Yeah. VSC came back on. Now let's rescan this thing and see what it did. This might be a boring video for you guys, but I think it's cool because it just does a lot of stuff. Yeah, so now the only thing that came back was steering malfunction, the steering angle sensor. And this is one of those cars I like to buy a steering angle sensor for. They're all like $600, and it'd be nice to have traction control and ride stability back again, but not for $600. So that's it, guys. That's all. You know, that's for the Autel Maxi Diag MD808. The link is in the description. Check it out. A very, very powerful scan tool at a pretty decent price. Any of these tools that do all mix and models, all those functions, are very expensive. It's definitely not a $30 scanner by any means. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.